We're not... Oh, Helen, it's you.
Hi, Ginny.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
That friend of yours, Mel, is he going to pull through?
Well, the doctor gave him some antibiotics. I think he's going to be all right.
So what can I do for you? Get you a cup of coffee or something?
No, thanks. I just came by to see how you were doing without Mel.
Ooh, the owner's been filling in the kitchen, and he is none too happy about it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be, it's not your fault.
Well, I was wondering, if I could be of any help somehow.
No offense, but the owner, Jack, is not too hot about lady cooks.
No, I didn't really mean it that way. I remember you saying something about needing another waitress. Well, I thought I would apply for the job.
So you're really serious about taking that job?
Well, yeah, you said that you really needed some help around here.
That's true, but they've got to have some experience.
Well, I was a waitress once. You know, my aunt had a restaurant, and I used to help out there from time to time. And I'm a real hard worker. What are you looking at?
I've had the funniest feeling ever since you walked in here that I've seen you someplace before.
You know, everybody tells me that. I must have one of those faces, you know, that makes people think that.
That must be it. So you really want to work here?
Yes, I really do.
Well, since applicants aren't exactly knocking down the door, looks like you got yourself a job.
Thank you, Ginny. You won't be sorry, I promise.
You sleep well?
No, I didn't.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't.
What's the matter? You still upset about that little scene that your husband caused at the Top of the World Club last night?
Dennis's anger and resentment are just something I'm going to have to deal with.
Well, once he's in prison, you won't have to deal with anything. Will you?
Elliot.
You busy?
No.
Mind if I come in? Where's Peter?
Had several business meetings to attend to this morning.
Paige, I know I have no right to barge in on you like
It's all right.
I'm sorry about last night at the Top of the World Club.
No need to apologize.
But there is. Dennis acted terribly toward you. I know he's been upset, what with the divorce and the prison sentence staring him in the face, but there's no excuse for creating a scene like that.
I understood.
Did you? And I didn't. Frankly, I don't understand very much of anything Dennis does these days. There's something else I don't understand.
What's that?
Why you wanted it to happen. Gus showed up yet?
No.
No, maybe he'll show up tomorrow when I'm there.
Joe, you cannot come back to work tomorrow. You're sick.
Look, I'll be all right. You just tell Jeannie that I'm going to be in tomorrow. And promise me you'll call if Gus gets in.
I will.
Now, look, don't try to do anything stupid like follow him, you know, by yourself.
No, I won't.
All right, and remember, he's dangerous. He tried to kill both of us. Just be very careful.
I will, I promise.
Oh, and
Helen?
And keep a lookout.
I gotta go.
Well, oh, Bee, look what the cat dragged in.
Hi there, Jeannie.
Will you look at them expensive duds? Gus Perkins, you old fox, you couldn't wait to come back here and start spending that money, could you?
So, am I in for a little bit of psychoanalysis now, Elliot?
Well, why did you go to the Top of the World Club with Peter?
I went there because the food happened to be good. And I was sure that I would be taken care of because of Alfredo.
The fact that you were fired from there alone would keep most people away.
Well, I'm not most people, Elliot.
And then to show up dressed the way you were.
What was wrong with that? That happens to be a very expensive dress.
Paige, I know you. That dress wasn't like you.
All right, Elliot, why do you think that I went there?
I'm not certain. Perhaps to make a show of things, to wound Dennis in some way.
You're wrong. There was no way I could have known that Dennis was going to be there last night.
But you might have assumed word would get back to him.
I have more important things to do, Elliot, than sit around and work out ways to get back at Dennis. I have no desire to get back at him.
Well, then perhaps you went there for another reason.
Which was?
To complete your degradation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dennis has treated you very badly.
Maybe I deserve to be treated badly.
I don't think so. But perhaps you do.
I have a lot of things to do this morning, Elliot. I hope you understand. I just don't have any time to waste.
All right, Paige. I'll go.
Thank you.
I see what you're doing. But you're not going to turn me off as easily as you did Dennis.
I'd better finish those checks. I just came down to tell Helen that I can give her an advance on her first week's pay if she wants.
Well, I really appreciate that. Mel told me to tell you that he's going to be into work tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I know the boss will be, too. Don't make yourself so scarce now that you're back, Gus. Maybe you'd like to spend a little of that money on me.
Bad chance. Who's Mel?
Well, he's my boyfriend, and he's also the cook here.
Oh, he's my replacement, huh? Poor sucker, where is he?
Well, he wasn't feeling real well today. He's at home.
Job getting him down already?
No, he was really sick.
You know, you look very familiar to me.
You know, Jeannie was telling me the same thing. I guess I just have one of those funny faces, you know.
How long have you been working here?
This is my first day.
You ever work in a diner before?
No, I haven't.
It's a real grind, you know. I mean, sometimes you can be hanging around hours, nothing to do. All of a sudden the door will open, a million people come screaming in here ready to take out their frustrations on you just because they had a lousy day.
Well, thanks for the tip.
You know, a pretty girl like you needs... A pretty girl like you needs somebody to take her away from all this.
Oh, I sort of like it here.
What do you say? How about you going out with me tonight?
Have you talked to Iris today?
No, I called and Vivian said she wasn't in.
Why does that worry you?
Well, I know Vivian well enough by now to know when she's covering up for Iris.
Do you mean that she's that angry with you? That she wants to meet with you?
She thinks I'm responsible for Alex's stroke.
Well, Rena tells me that's going to be over with before long, so please don't worry, honey. Unless you think that there's something you can do to change Iris's mind.
No, there's not. But listen, I didn't call you all the way into town to talk about problems.
If it makes you feel better, let's talk about it.
I want to take you to dinner.
Okay, if I can cook.
No. I want to take you out. I want to take you dancing, too.
Dancing?
Why not? Listen, I brought you flowers. I sat in the parlor with you and Kate. Now it's time to go dancing. Unless you're all worn out from shopping this morning.
No, I'd love to go dancing.
Okay, it's a date.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you, too.